Most people at some point in their lives will consider starting their own business. You might have a startup idea that you're intrigued by. You might see a franchising opportunity that you think would be fun and enriching. You might want to start a side hustle. You might even want to do the work that you currently do, but do it as an independent consultant or as a fractional executive instead of doing it as a full-time employee. Starting a business isn't just for tech bros. Starting your own thing, whether it's a venture-backed startup or a one-person freelance shop or a side hustle, is an incredible way to do the work you love on your own terms with all the flexibility and freedom you could ask for. And if you're thinking about starting your own thing, here is the fastest way to get clarity and momentum. Focus on value creation, not value signaling. So if you're thinking about starting a bakery, value creation is baking things and giving them to people. Value signaling is deciding the name of your bakery, designing a logo, and choosing your brand colors. If you're thinking about becoming a coach or an independent consultant, value creation is helping people by posting content, by talking to people, or by doing a project. Value signaling is setting up a website, making business cards, writing your bio, and nailing down the perfect elevator pitch. If you're thinking of founding a startup, value creation is building a prototype of your product and giving it to customers. Value signaling is building a pitch deck, networking with other founders, and dreaming about how one day you could have a unicorn business. Too many people get stuck in the rabbit hole of value signaling without ever creating any value. You will need some value signaling at some point, but you need much less of it than you think, and you need it way later than you think. The best thing you can do at the very, very beginning is to just get started creating value as quickly and cheaply as possible. So if you want to be a baker, find a bunch of local bake sales and farmers markets, bake things, sell them there, set up a Google form to take orders, use Venmo to take payments. If you want to be a coach or an independent consultant, write a bunch of posts about concepts that you think are helpful. Share them to your existing social media followers. Reach out to people that you've worked with in the past and ask if they need help with any projects. Or if you want to be a startup founder, hack together a basic version of your product using Google Sheets and ChatGPT and do a bunch of manual work on the back end. Ask 5 friends to use it and then ask them to tell you what they thought. When you've created lots of value signaling becomes really easy and obvious, or at least easier and more obvious. It's easier for you to do the branding for your bakery and you've already baked and sold a bunch of things. You can draw on that real world data to decide what the branding should be. It's easier to do an elevator pitch for your coaching or consulting when you've already helped a bunch of people. You can draw on that real world data to decide what the pitch should be. And it's easier to write a pitch deck for your startup when you already have a bunch of customers. You can draw on that real world data to decide how you want to talk about it. And the best signal of value is actual value. So get out there and start creating value today. And you might run into some mental blockers when you try to do that. So if you know that you should be creating value, but you just can't seem to get yourself to actually go do it, I want you to come and talk to me. I have a 3-point framework for pinpointing the exact blocker that is stopping you. And I have a proven process for clearing that blocker out of your way so you can get back to doing your best work. I'll tell you all about it when we talk. Go to the link above and book a free coaching consult.